Okay, today we're going to learn about how to multiply fractions. On Friday we learned about how to multiply fractions and whole numbers. This one I feel is a tad bit easier because you don't have to add a 1 underneath the number. So let's take a look at it. On this side, all we're going to do is take the top numbers, which are the denominators, and multiply the numerators and multiply them together. And then we're going to take the denominators and multiply them together. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 3 times 4 is 12. So your fraction is 1/12. Down here we have 1 times 3 and 2 times 5. So your answer is 3/10. Here we're going to do the same thing. So 3 times 1 is 3. 4 times 3 is 12. Now the sub is going to pause this right now and give you a couple of minutes, probably only about 2, to work on these two to see how you do, and then we're going to check them. So go ahead and pause it right now. Okay, let's see how you did. 2 times 5, you should have gotten 10. 3 times 6, you should have gotten 18. Some of you may have left it like that, but you really should have simplified it. So they're both even, so I can simplify by 2. 10 divided by 2 is 5. And 18 divided by 2 is 9. So your answer is 5/9. So if you forgot to simplify, go ahead and do that now. Let's look at this bottom one. We have 5 times 3 is 15. And 6 times 4 is 24. Again, it does need to be simplified. And we're going to take 3. So 15 divided by 3 is 5. And 24 divided by 3 is 8. So your answer should have been 5/8. So fractions, you do have to simplify every time, and most of you probably already did that. Over here, we're going to simplify before multiplying. That's going to be called cross-canceling, and we've kind of worked on this before. So we're going to look diagonal across in each direction. So 5 and 4, they don't have anything in common but 1. But 3 and 6, they have a 3 in common, so we're going to divide 3 on each of them. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So with these new numbers, we're now going to multiply. So we have 1 times 5 is 5. And then 4 times 2 is 8. If you didn't simplify beforehand, you'll just have to simplify after when the numbers are a lot bigger. This one, we have a whole number on it. So I'm going to rewrite the problem so it looks like a little easier to work with. We have 4/9 times 18. Remember, when we have a whole number, we put a 1 underneath. And now we're going to cross cancel. We'll look at this 18 and this 9. 9 goes into 9 once, and 9 goes into 18 twice. And now we're just going to multiply across like normal. 4 times 2 is 8. And on the bottoms, we just have 1, so that means this is a whole number of 8. This next one, we're going to cross cancel, so we have 4s. 4 divided by 4 is 1, and 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now let's look at the 3 and the 9. 3 goes into 3 once, and 3 goes into 9 3 times. So we can cross cancel both sides if needed. Now we're just going to multiply straight across. So 1 times 1 is 1, and 1 times 3 is 3. So you get 1/3. Now again, the sub's going to stop it right now and give you about 3 minutes to work on these ones. Remember, you are simplifying before you're multiplying here, so you're cross canceling first. So go ahead and stop it, and you guys have some minutes to work on it, and then we'll check it. Okay, let's see how you did. We're going to look at the 5 of the 10. 5 goes into 5 once, and 5 goes into 10 twice. Then we're going to look this way. We have a 6 and a 9, so 3 will go into each of those. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now we're just going to multiply across. So 1 times 3 is 3. And then 2 times 2 is 4. So you get 3/4. Sometimes you may only cross cancel one way, and you won't see the other way, so you'll just have to simplify at the end. Let's check at the bottom. I'm going to rewrite it. We have 3/5 times 10 over 1, and we're going to look diagonal. So 5 and 10, 5 can go on both of them. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. And 10 divided by 5 is 2, and we're just going to multiply across now. 3 times 2 is 6, and if you notice, we have 1 on the bottom, so that means we have a whole number answer. If you need to have the sub replay this or re-listen to one section of it, make sure you are doing that. Okay, so Eric pointed out to me just now that I didn't simplify this guy. So let's go back and simplify that guy. So we need to simplify by 3, and we're going to get 1 over 4. Thank you, Eric.